Welcome to EStory, where we delve into tales that resonate with the spirit of resilience and courage. Today we bring you the inspiring journey of Nyah, a young girl from East Africa, whose story transcends physical appearance to celebrate the beauty found within.
In a small village nestled at the foot of the mountains in East Africa, lived a young girl named Nyah. From birth, she was different, her skin marked by a rare condition that gave her an unusual appearance. Her face was covered in patches of varying shades, and her eyes had a unique, almost otherworldly glow. Because of her looks, she was often the subject of whispers and pointed fingers. As she grew older, the whispers turned to outright rejection, particularly from young men of the village who saw her as an omen of misfortune. Nyah's mother, Amara, had also faced societal scorn when she chose to raise Nyah alone after her husband left, unable to bear the shame of his daughter's appearance. Amara was a healer, known throughout the village for her deep knowledge of herbs and remedies. She passed this knowledge on to Nyah, teaching her the secrets of the plants that grew in the surrounding forests and fields.
Despite the love and support from her mother, Nyah felt the sting of loneliness deeply. She watched as other girls her age were courted and eventually married. They started families and built lives filled with the warmth and companionship that Nyah yearned for, but felt she would never have. One evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, a caravan of travelers arrived at the village. They brought tales of a mysterious illness sweeping through neighboring regions, one that no healer had been able to cure. The village elders, worried that the illness might reach them, called a meeting to discuss preparations and potential remedies. Amara and Nyah attended the meeting, standing at the back as usual. When Amara offered her services as a healer, there was an uncomfortable silence. The villagers respected Amara's skills, but their fear of Nyah's appearance often overshadowed their appreciation.
"We are grateful for your help," Amara said, Chief Bakari, the village leader. "But this illness is unlike anything we have encountered. We must be prepared for the worst." Amara nodded, understanding the underlying message. She squeezed Nyah's hand and whispered, "Let's go home." As they walked back, Nyah couldn't help but feel the weight of the villagers' stares. She wanted to help, to prove that she was more than her appearance, but the constant rejection made her doubt herself.
That night, as she lay in bed, Nyah had a dream. She saw herself walking through a dense forest, guided by a glowing figure. The figure led her to a hidden grove where a beautiful tree stood, its leaves shimmering with a golden light. She heard a voice saying, "This tree holds the key to curing the illness. Trust in your abilities, Nyah." The next morning, Nyah recounted her dream to her mother. Amara listened intently, her eyes widening with recognition. "Nyah, the tree in your dream is the Sacred Mbegu Tree. It's said to have miraculous healing properties, but it's been lost for generations. If your dream is true, it could save our village." With renewed determination, Nyah and Amara prepared for a journey into the mountains. They packed herbs, food, and water and set out early in the morning. As they walked through the village, Nyah felt a mix of fear and excitement. This was her chance to prove herself.
The journey was arduous, the terrain rough and unforgiving. They climbed steep hills and crossed treacherous rivers. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered wild animals and poisonous plants. But Nyah's knowledge, combined with her mother's teachings, kept them safe. Days turned into weeks, and just as their supplies were running low, they stumbled upon the hidden grove from Nyah's dream. In the center stood the Sacred Mbegu Tree, its leaves glowing softly in the dim light. Nyah approached the tree, feeling a deep connection to it. She gathered some leaves and bark, carefully storing them in her pouch.
As they made their way back to the village, they were intercepted by a group of warriors from a neighboring tribe. The warriors, suffering from the mysterious illness, had heard of Nyah and Amara's journey and demanded the sacred remedies. A tense standoff ensued, with weapons drawn and tempers flaring. Nyah stepped forward, her heart pounding. "We seek only to heal, not to harm," she said, her voice steady despite the fear in her chest. "If you allow us to return to our village, we will help you too." After a long, tense moment, The warriors agreed, lowering their weapons. They escorted Nyah and Amara back to the village, hoping for a cure.
When they arrived, the village was in turmoil. The illness had spread, and many were bedridden, including Chief Bakari. The villagers, desperate for a solution, looked to Amara and Nyah. Without hesitation, Nyah began preparing a remedy, using the leaves and bark from the Sacred Mbegu Tree. She brewed a potent tea and applied poultices to the afflicted. Days passed, and slowly but surely, the villagers began to recover. The fever broke, and the strength returned to their bodies. Nyah's remedies worked, and the village was saved. Chief Bakari, grateful and humbled, called a meeting to honor Nyah and her mother.
"Nyah, you have shown us the true meaning of strength and courage," he said. "You have proven that it is not the appearance that matters, but the heart and soul within. We owe you our lives."
The villagers, filled with newfound respect and admiration for Nyah, celebrated her bravery. Young men who once shunned her now sought her out, eager to know the girl who had saved their village. But Nyah, wiser and stronger, knew that her worth was not determined by their approval.
In the end, Nyah found love not in the eyes of others, but in the pride she felt for herself. She continued her work as a healer, traveling to neighboring villages with her mother, spreading knowledge and healing wherever she went. And as she walked through the forests and fields, she remembered the Sacred Mbegu Tree and the dream that had changed her life.
Nyah's journey was not just a quest for acceptance, but a testament to the power of believing in oneself. She had learned that true beauty comes from within, and that the greatest healing often begins with self-acceptance. Her story became a legend, inspiring generations to come, and reminding everyone that it is not our appearance that defines us, but our actions and our hearts.
Nyah's tale on EStory reminds us that true beauty lies not in outward appearances, but in the strength of character and the resilience to overcome adversity. Her journey is a testament to the power of self-acceptance and the triumph of the human spirit. Join us in celebrating stories that inspire, uplift, and illuminate the universal truths that connect us all.